Most people dream of becoming millionaires, but they aren't born in wealthy families. Still, people can achieve their dreams to become millionaire. There are many real-life examples of self-made millionaires. They started from zero. Across countless studies, interviews, and books, a clear pattern emerges. It's not just about how much money they make, it's about how they think about money, manage it, and most importantly, build habits that compound wealth over time. Take, for instance, Chainkom, who grew up poor in Ukraine, but he built WhatsApp and sold it for billions. Another example is Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks, grew up in a housing project in Brooklyn. His father was a truck driver with no settled income, yet Schultz built a global coffee empire. J.K. Rowling, once a broke single mom on welfare, wrote Harry Potter in cafes. Now she is one of the richest authors in history. These stories show you don't need rich parents, just relentless drive. It's not luck, it's not just hard work, it's habit. In this video, we'll break down 10 life-changing secret habits of self-made millionaires. If you are serious about your changing money future, it's your blueprint. Welcome to Clever Coin, where smarter people make smarter money moves. First habit is lifelong learning. Learn constantly. Millionaires don't chase trends. They dig deep into great ideas and revisit them over time to refine understanding. They are constantly seeking new knowledge and skills, especially in the financial realm. According to a 2022 study by the National Endowment for Financial Education, financial literacy correlates strongly with the wealth accumulation. Books like The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham and Your Money or Your Life by Vicky Robin provide timeless guidance on investment, philosophy, and personal finance management. Warren Buffett reads 5 hours a day. Most millionaires read or listen to something educational every single day. But the normal people use Netflix, TikTok spiral, or these type of things. Both use same phone, only one is building future wealth. Second habit is time management. Self-made millionaires protect their time like gold. Multimillionaires know their time is precious. So instead of trying to do it all, they outsource certain tasks like cooking, cleaning, errands. It's not about feeling too important. It's about freeing mental space to focus on growth, ideas, and your next opportunity. A personal brand expert who's worked with wealthy CEOs put it this way: they delegate the chores so they can invest their energy in building bigger things. Third habit is consistent saving and investing. One financial habit nearly all self-made millionaires share is an unwavering commitment to saving and investing. According to a 2023 survey by Fidelity Investments, over 80% of self-made millionaires save at least 20% of their income annually. It's not about waiting to get rich to start saving. It's about making saving a non-negotiable priority from the beginning. Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving, said Warren Buffett, whose net worth exceeds $120 billion. His quote encapsulates a mindset that prioritizes wealth accumulation over instant gratification. Practical takeaways: automate your savings. Whether it's directing a portion of your paycheck into a retirement fund, an ETF, or a brokerage account, automation removes the emotional hurdles that often derail good intentions. Now move on to habit number 4, which is living below your means, the silent wealth builder. Spending less than they earn is a core principle, allowing for more savings and investment. While flashy lifestyles may catch the eye, a lot of people hear millionaire and think of an over-the-top, uber-modern mansion in the Malibu Hills with exotic cars to match lining the driveway. But research constantly shows that millionaires tend to avoid extravagant consumption. The Millionaire Next Door study found that a majority of millionaires live in modest homes and drive average cars. A huge part of building wealth is limiting your lifestyle so you actually have money to invest and save for a rainy day. Nearly half of the millionaires questioned in the National Study of Millionaires said they save at least 16% of their monthly income, whether for an emergency fund or just to keep a little liquid cash set aside. Buying a luxury car may feel rewarding, but it's often a liability disguised as a status symbol. Instead, channel your resources toward assets. This could be stocks, rental properties, or even a side business. Focus on long-term value over short-term pleasure. If you want to be smart and intentional with your money so you can become a millionaire. So let's discuss habit number 5, which is the discipline of budgeting and tracking expenses. Your budget is your plan, and you can't build $1 million net worth without a plan. Many shy away from budgeting, seeing it as restrictive, but self-made millionaires treat budgeting as a tool for freedom. By tracking income and expenses, they ensure every dollar has a purpose. Success isn't an accident. You are in charge of your own wealth building. Just like you build a house by starting with a foundation, you build wealth by starting with the budgeting basics. And then you keep following them. A 2024 report by CNBC found that 76% of millionaires use some of their income in the form of budgeting. This habit reveals wasteful spending and redirects money towards investments or savings. Let's move on to habit number 6, which is about creation of multiple income streams. Self-made millionaires often diversify income sources through side businesses, investments, rental properties, or royalties. Author and entrepreneur Grant Cardone famously advocates the 10x rule, pushing people to think bigger and create multiple cash flows. Money flows attention, he says. The more ways you can create value, the more opportunities you have to get paid. A lot of millionaires invest in real estate to provide so-called passive income. Maybe they buy a residential property and rent it out long-term. Or maybe they go the short-term rental route, especially if their property is near a vacation hotspot. But keep in mind, there's nothing passive about being a landlord. And you don't want to buy a rental property unless it's with cash. If your goal is to become a millionaire, the last thing you want is to go into debt for rental property. Debt always equals risk. And the riskier your investment, the more likely you are to lose everything. Then it's back to square one, and your chances of reaching millionaire status take a nosedive. Seventh habit is avoid debt and managing credit wisely. One of the biggest myths out there is that average millionaires see debt as a tool. Not true. Debt can be a double-edged sword. While strategic use of credit can fuel growth like mortgage or business loan, poor debt management is a trap. Self-made millionaires avoid high-interest consumer debt. They pay off credit cards monthly and use loans only when the expected returns outweigh costs. Debt is the biggest obstacle to building wealth. You need to avoid it like the plague. Your dreams are too important. Dave Ramsey, a personal finance expert, stresses the importance of debt free living in building wealth. You must gain control over your money, or the lack of it will forever control you. Now, move on to eighth habit, which is giving back. Surprisingly, many self made millionaires are generous philanthropists. Giving creates a mindset of abundance, builds community goodwill, and can offer tax benefits. Whether it's tithing at church, donating to a charity, or just giving to friends and family, these people have generous spirits. They realize that the most important thing you can do with wealth is to help others. Bill Gates' philanthropic efforts are legendary, but many lesser known millionaires donate time or money regularly. It reinforces balanced approach to wealth, not just accumulation but meaningful impact. Ninth habit is mindful risk taking and resilience. Taking risks is part of millionaire mindset, but calculated risks. It's not about reckless gambles but informed decisions backed by research and contingency plans. Elon Musk's journey is a case in point. Before Tesla and SpaceX became household names, Musk invested his PayPal fortune into ventures many consider risky. His resilience through failures and setbacks highlights a key habit, that is persistence. A 2025 survey by Deloitte reports that successful entrepreneurs and investors view failure as a learning opportunity rather than a defeat. Now, step on to last secret habit, which is they understand delayed gratification. Millionaires spend most of their lives sacrificing temporary pleasures for long-term success. They have no problem buying an older used car, living in a modest neighborhood, and wearing inexpensive clothes. They don't care about keeping up with the Joneses. Millionaires spend most of their lives sacrificing temporary pleasures for long-term success. These decisions allow them to do things like save for retirement and college, and build up a large down payment for their dream home. They realize that instant gratification is fun, but delayed gratification is so much better. Today's sacrifices set them up for tomorrow's success. So, these are the secret habits of millionaires. Guys, now I'm going to discuss the bonus tip for you. If you want to start your millionaire journey from today, these are some practical ideas you can start from today. First one is set up automatic transfer of 15 to 20% of your income into an investment account. Second is review your monthly expenses using an app like Mint or YNAB to identify savings. Pick one personal finance book to read this month. Start with The Intelligent Investor or Your Money or Your Life. Explore side gigs aligned with your skills or passions. Check your credit report for errors and pay off outstanding high interest debts. Volunteer or donate a small portion of your income to a cause you care about. Financial freedom is not reserved for the lucky few. It's the product of deliberate habits, informed decisions, and a mindset geared towards growth. By adopting these millionaire habits, you are not just chasing wealth, you are cultivating sustainable, empowered relationship with money. Hope you enjoyed today's video and learned a lot. Hit like if you learned something, subscribe for more no fluff money tips right here on Clever Coin. That's it from today. Have a nice day. Bye.